Justin, we're approaching the holiday season, December. Now the big question in everybody's mind is the obvious one. How much damage have the water outages done to tourism in this area, especially now with the coming season?
Look, there have been some very severe incidences of cancellations, and a number of our members have reported cancellations. However, I think the back is broken on the issue. I think the proactive properties have gone really out to ensure the public and the consumer that things are back on track. The season is certainly back on track. And we sent out a communication to our members many months ago saying, look, if these sporadic instances come into play, please take mitigation action, i.e. getting storage and so on and so forth. Most of them did. And they've been reporting that they've had no issues whatsoever in terms of cancellations. The big timeshare resorts have reported that they are full. Margate, in one example, general manager says they are full for the season. So the industry has been very resilient and very proactive in trying to negate against the setback that took place in the last few weeks. The industry obviously is concerned, as we are, and we have made very strong recommendations through to district, municipality and to provincial government. We have sat in on some very high-powered meetings, and certainly from a tourism perspective, we are resilient, proactive, and the season has a very full season. And so we are cautiously optimistic that things will pick up, should we say, in the next couple of weeks, primarily because a lot of people haven't made their final decisions on holidays based on whether they're going to get their Christmas bonus. Once they do, then they'll make those sort of commitments. So we anticipate a fairly substantial spike as a result of dramatic improvement in the water situation on the South Coast. And we are also telling the public that it's not the whole of the South Coast. And so we've been putting out a lot of media work to ensure that places like the northern areas which weren't affected should not be affected by, should we say, what may have been considered as a very vast geographic area. And my understanding now is that there are only small pockets of issues, and going forward we'll be working very closely with our funders to go on very extensive campaigns to not only convince the consumers that there is very valid reason to come this Christmas and this festive season, but in the holiday seasons and to the destination thereafter. So we're waiting decision on that, and we had some very big meetings in the last couple of days.
Okay, now it's hypothetical, but let's play what if. What if we have outages in December?
Well, I'm not the man with the golden wand. What if? I do believe that the hospitality sector will once again show its resilience and its proactiveness. A lot of these guys had access to borehole water and things like that. They got extra storage. Tankers are running up and down. They were collecting. So I believe from experience, they are prepared for any eventuality that comes into play.
And now the petrol price also going up. I think it's within a week. Yeah, that'll be a big factor.
Travel costs are very significant. But I think the South Coast remains competitive because it's always been recognized as a value for money destination. We're not expensive. We don't try and rip the tourist off. They see us as a visitor-friendly destination. And obviously our two key main markets are KZN and Gauteng. Okay, it's longer for the Gauteng people to get here, but certainly it's a lot closer than perhaps other destinations further south of KwaZulu-Natal. And KZN, we're literally within an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours from anywhere, so it's not going to be a huge dent in the petrol tank. But once people are here, their travel proximities to beaches and various other attractions are very, very low. So I don't think they'll be clocking up huge mileage while they're here, because most of them want to go to the beach or to the hinterland very quickly to enjoy what we have there.
Okay, you're part of UGU. Obviously, UGU has made special plans. Can you give us an idea? You've already touched on it, but have they made any special arrangements to avoid something like that?
All I can say at this stage is that there was a very high-powered meeting with provincial representatives, a very high-powered crack team from that, who were subsequently briefing the 6 MECs or 5 MECs who were coming down, and we're waiting for a result of that, because collectively, as I said earlier on, there's a very distinct media and communications campaign related to the rectifications and also in relation to our tourism and leisure activity for South Coast tourism.
Now, unfortunately, there's
another plan for.
Sorry. Yeah. There's another factor, of course. The national road and the other roads are full of potholes after this heavy downpour we had. Do you know if there are any plans to fix that? Because some of these potholes are big.
Well, I travel up and down mainly from the Durban route down to here, and quite a lot, and through to the Midlands. Beyond that, I'm not quite sure what the condition of the national roads are, but certainly, as you would have seen, there's been significant construction work on our major arterial roads, specifically the R61 and the N2. And so I'm quite happy that the condition of the road is a lot better than many other places. So access is vital to us. The secondary roads, I have picked up that there have been improvements in certain roads, but not all of them. And that obviously is a very big concern, not only to us, but also to the residents as well. But the main access roads, I think, are pretty much good. And you have seen over the last months, there's been big improvements on the very busy roads as well.
Just in conclusion, if somebody's watching you now, considering coming down here, brief message, what would you say?
I would say have confidence in coming down here. There's a huge amount of events, number of events available during the festive season. There are about over 90 event days from Scottborough through to the Margates and all the other little small beach places down to Port Edward. So there's a big program. It's in place. The big corporates are here. The media are coming here to do live broadcasts. There's going to be fun, entertainment. And I think, South Africa's had a pretty tough year. And what we're lining up for our public will be a very good form of escapism to really have that truly relaxing and leisure-filled time here in what I've sometimes called it's lekker and leisure land. And the South Coast is that. And it'll be a very good detoxification for people to really feel as though when they get back to their home destination, that they feel as though they've had a holiday and they feel relaxed. Because, as I said, it's been a tough year for a lot of people.
The swimming pool and the amusement park should be
swimming pool, I believe, is ready, and it's been filling up as we speak. I understand from a meeting I went to the other night that there's the demolition process that should be concluded before the season starts. So that will negate any possibility of undesirable people being in the area. And then we hope that beach club comes on stream very quickly, because if it goes according to what is planned, I think that precinct of the swimming pool and this beach club, I think, will add very much value to the Margate offering. I may also add that it's probably embargoed at this stage, but Margate is shortly to be promoted on a major global brand on a product, so it'll give it a lot of highlight in terms of that as far as other world destinations are concerned. So we're focusing a lot on Margate, but that initiative is through a major global brand, and we'll be working very hard to re-establish Margate as the pinnacle or the jewel in the crown, notwithstanding the fact that the Scottboroughs and the Port Edwards and all the other little hamlets on the south coast are very important to the tourism for different reasons. The pace of the holiday experience, people want pure leisure, or they want something more vibey, they go to the resort towns and then obviously participate in the events as well. So, we certainly wish everybody on the South Coast who've had it pretty tough lately, that they do have a great festive season. May their businesses feel the benefit of the peak season. And we also advise that for those whose bookings are probably a little bit down than they expected, to please and if they're members, and I stress that members, we will assist them to try and fill their beds as best we possibly can.
It's all thumbs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you. Lekker.